One area where we can make a bigger impact in sustainability in architecture is the use of smarter materials in the structural frame. This is where mass timber is an important component to the future sustainability in architecture. No other structural material can claim to come from the provider as carbon negative. So mass timber comes from the factory as an element that has taken carbon out of the atmosphere. These buildings can be built faster than equivalent buildings in steel and concrete. The job site is very quiet. There's very little construction waste due to the structural system. And what shocked me the most is that 6 or 7 individuals that make up the erection team can put this building together, laying 1,000 to 2,000 square feet of usable floor space a day. And once they lay these mass timber panels on elevated floor systems, this becomes a really stable work surface for the contractor to do other things like install MEP systems. So it's a really efficient, really fast way of construction. It's important to note that forestry in the United States has been very well maintained and regulated, such that over the past 100 years, we've only gained forestry acreage here in the US. So we don't have anything to be afraid of in terms of using trees to create sustainable building products, particularly the structural frame for a building. That's where the big savings is going to be, is a shorter construction schedule, and also that the materials, particularly steel, but concrete, often are finished with architectural finishes. When you build with mass timber, the design team will be less inclined to cover this mass timber because of its appearance on the inside of the structure. And so mass timber buildings have an exposed nature to them. They're not covered in gypboard. And this creates an environment that's warm. You have the rich natural impact of the wood. It creates a space where people want to be. These are buildings where they're very, very, very widely publicized when they're built because of the appearance of the interior. And I think that that's very, very interesting to create a sustainable environment where people are able to realize a greater sense of well-being due to the architecture through the material.